Hello, my friends. I'm so sorry I left you with this cliffhanger about the rocks last week. We are now about to solve this mystery. It was mystery that attracted me to the British Isles in the first place, all the way back in '95 when I came here. One of the places I really longed to see and experience was Stonehenge. I was so fascinated by these ancient monuments. And little did I know then that there are over 500 ancient stone formations in Scotland alone, with Callanish in the Hebrides being like a female counterpart to Stonehenge in the south. These places often evoke such a deep sense of connection and belonging in me that taps into the deepest recesses of my soul. I just had to pick up my sticks and take my rocks to Scotland. It also helped that the other place that had mystified me since childhood was Findhorn, the place where they worked with the fairies. I just needed to be here, and I've never regretted my decision to move here. I got my own chance to work with fairies when my kids attended our local Steiner school, and I got gently barged into running the craft group for them. So I did, producing 700 to 800 pounds worth of crafts on a regular basis for years, and still doing it, only now I get to keep the fruits of my labor. I had put a lot of work into this back at Steiner, but I got my self-employed job and a real sense of fulfillment out of it. Still, 20 years later, it was worth every minute I put into it. One of the highlights of that time was a crystal healing training I did with Kathleen Murray. She took our group to visit Lonehead in Daviot. And this place really made me feel like I had come full circle. Some very powerful healing happened. But that is another story. Perhaps when I get my crystals out one day. It should come as no surprise then that with all the talk about stones and fairies, sometimes I simply just like to combine the two. Good morning. Today is chicken day. Missing. This is a chicken I made years and years ago. I thought I could improve a little bit on it. There we go. There's what I made already. Another thing that's always popular as well for markets are my little bunnies. Ooh, the fluff on them. I got this nice, quite thick wool felt, and I just put it a little bit, dyed a tiny bit with a tea bag to just get it a touch more yellow. And then I made these, and a few more. And if you like the pattern, you can take a shot of it, cut it out, assemble, and you can add a bit of felting to the front if you like. Bit of fluffy tail, bit of fluffy ears. It's a nice shape, very popular. This way, Missy. This way. Yummy. Let me show you what we're going to do with these. Hi people, I really had to do what I have avoided since Christmas time, which is to have a little clean up and sort out of my craft area. So I've spent yesterday and most of the day doing that, and this is how far I got. Oh my word, there's also another reason why I need to get a bit better organized with all my stuff, but can't tell you yet. Well, if you've ever wondered what lies behind some mysterious curtain, let's go there, because that's the next area that I need to get sorted out. Because it looks wild and I can't find nothing. So, probably gonna be another day today. Right, well, this is taking up a crazy amount of time. But I can see if I'm coming or going again now behind there, so that's good. There's all the woolen material at the bottom there. Ooh, so much to do. Just doing a tiny little relaxing session making some of my little mini fairies. And there we are, a handful of fairies. Cute little things. There's a few more. One of the other things I like to make are these little pouches in all kinds of different designs that are made to carry some nice crystals. Just use a bit of felt and cut it into strips about here wide. Yeah, so maybe 7 centimeter, not even. And they don't have to be completely symmetrical either. You can really get creative with this. So I just like to cut out a couple of these basic shapes. Make a pocket and a little fold. Make them a little bit bigger than you actually want them, because they are going to get wet felted, so they are going to shrink a little bit. Thanks. I'm just going to make a few of them right now, maybe 5 or 6, because I might still have a few left somewhere. And then I think of what kind of color combination I would like. Sometimes I sort of do a little bit something flowery or just colors. Sometimes I use a blend. Got quite a few felt blends. So this is a really nice blend I just got. So I think I'm going to use that for one. Oh. Doesn't need to be super tight because it still gets wet felted a little bit. So this is blue silk. You could of course make these if you have like a specific healing purpose in mind, like if you want to support a particular chakra or something. Say if you want to make something for the heart chakra, then I would probably choose like nice colors, like pinks and greens and stuff, like color that really supports the heart chakra. I'm gonna make one in a minute. I'll just do this one. And I try to choose crystals that can actually be quite impactful if you just use them on their own. A lot of crystals really only come to life in a layout, like when they have support of other stones, and you use them in a grid. But some crystals have quite an effect on their own, really. So I try and use those rather purposeful crystals that are support from their own. Right, then sometimes I tidy up the fluff a little bit on the back. If it's too big, too much, don't get too bulky. And then I just trim the edge a little bit. Make sure it's nicely felted around the edge. I don't want that to end up bare. And we can have a little look-see how it goes together. So that forms a, oops, cut that bit off as well. So that forms a pocket, and that's a little thing coming over. It's quite nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I like this color combination here, it's really nice. Maybe I shouldn't have put the darker blue in, but I kind of fancied it. So what does it look like? Yeah, quite pretty. Okay, so that's the first one. I think I fancy something in orange for this one. My new wool organization. It's very handy in these boxes. Right, see how it looks. Just trying something. Oh, that's quite dramatic, isn't it? I like that. Yep, I think that's about done. That took quite a while. Nice. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? Yep, gonna leave that. Nice. A nice blend. They're really quick to make. And yeah, perfect size for this little crystal. Alright, so the next step, we need our soapy gloop again. We're gonna dunk our stuff in there. And just add a little wrap. I usually just hand felt these. I don't do them between the plastic sheets. Pretty good. Messy.
Long run up. Yeah. I've got to start doing nothing on Monday. So I'm used to it by Friday.
Beautiful lilac. Oh, it's gorgeous. Ooh, we better get home before this gets over here. Check it out. The top of the rainbow right next to my house. Oh, the light is so much better now. So these are pretty much dry now. Still a little bit clummy, but that's okay. They're good enough to be sewed up. And I really like to use a slightly thicker thread, nice strong thread for that. So I'm gonna get started on the sewing, and then I'll show you what they look like, what the next step is. Right, I fold them inside out actually for the sewing. I sew them like this, make it nice and strong, and then I turn them inside out. And this is what they look like, all stitched up. Nicely turned inside out. So, let's have a look in the magic box. There is our string. Oh, look at that one. That's very pretty. Okay, right. I'm going to pick a nice string for each one of the little pouches. And then we are going to come to the crystals. So the next step is to attach the hanger, the string, the necklace. And the way I do it is by making a little bridge here, and then I string it through both sides so it comes out evenly there, like that, and it keeps it quite nicely shut. Oops. It makes it slightly fiddly to take the crystal out and put it back in, but it keeps it quite safe in there. That's good. Like that. And then there's another step after this. I'll probably do that tomorrow because it's getting real dark now. And the last step before I sort out the crystal situation is to put like a little charming thing that goes onto this bit here, just to give it a bit of bling. Sometimes I find these little bracelets that have already kind of ready to use little attachments, or sometimes I use little charms even, like this one. And sometimes I just use a bit of wire and I make my own little attachments from a selection of beads. This is why I need a comprehensive bead collection, so I can put these little tiddly things on there. I love beads. I love making these. It gives me joy. Can't wait to give them to people. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed our little selection of little market crafts for today. Next video is probably going to be after the market because I've got 10 days left about to get plenty more stuff together. So I'll see what I can do for you, but I do a little market feature day hopefully, and see you after. Bye, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.